Okay, this is a video for page 163, 1 through 31 odd. Your homework was 2 through 13. We are omitting numbers 19 through 23. Okay, find the slope of a line that goes through the given points. We know the formula for slope of a line is m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we always label x1, y1, x2, y2. This is next, there we go. Okay, so we plug in. M is equal to y2 is 11 minus y1 is 2 over x2 is 8 minus x1 is 3. 11 minus 2 is 9 over 8 minus 3 is 5. So your slope is 9/5 for number 1. Okay. Okay. Y1, x1, y1, x2, y2. M is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. You write it every time. You won't have to memorize it. It will automatically be memorized. M equals 8 minus 1 over 1 minus 3. 8 minus 1 is 7. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. So your slope is negative 7/2. Okay. M is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So you have x1, y1, x2, y2. M is equal to 3 minus 8 over 4 minus negative 2. Be careful on that. So you have negative 5 over, add a line, change the sign, over 6. So your slope is negative 5/6. M is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, x1, y1, x2, y2. M is equal to negative 4 minus negative 6 over 4 minus negative 2. Add a line, change the sign, add a line, change the sign. You end up with 2 over 6, which you always reduce to 1/3. Okay, M is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, x1, y1, over x2, y2. So M is equal to 11 minus negative 1 over negative 12 minus negative 3. Add a line, change the sign, add a line, change the sign. 12 over negative 9, which can be reduced. They can both be divided by 3. So you have 4 over 3, and it is negative. So it's negative 4/3. So then you have M is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So you have x1, y1, x2, y2. M is equal to 5 minus 5 over 3 minus negative 2. 5 minus 5 is 0. Add a line, change the sign. 0 over anything is just 0. So your slope for 11 is just 0. M is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, x1, y1, x2, y2. So you have M is equal to negative 5 minus 1 over negative 1. Negative 1 minus negative 1. So you have negative 6. Add a line, change the sign, over 0. Anything over 0 is undefined. You cannot have 0 in your denominator. Okay, M is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, so you have M is equal to 0 minus 6 over negative 3 minus 0. So you have negative 6 over negative 3, which is equal to positive 2. M is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So you have y1, x1, y1, oops, x2, y2. So you plug in, m is equal to 4 minus 2 over negative 3 minus negative 1. Add a line, change the sign, you get 2 over negative 2, which is negative 1. Your slope is negative 1. Alright, we're omitting 19, 20, 25. Find the slope and the y-intercept of each line. Remember, y equals mx plus b. So your slope is 5. Your b is negative 2. You always put a 0 in front of it to get your y-intercept. Find your slope, so you need to go ahead and put it in y equals mx plus b, which is slope-intercept form. So you get y equals negative 2x plus 7. So your slope is negative 2. Your b is 7. You always put a 0 in front of it to get your y-intercept. Now you're going to go ahead and put this in slope-intercept form. You subtract 2x from both sides. So you have negative 3y is equal to negative 2x plus 10. All right, now we're going to divide everything by negative 3. Remember, divide each piece. So you get y equals a positive 2/3, because a negative divided by a negative is a positive, x minus 10 over 3, because of this negative right here. So your slope is 2/3. Your b is negative 10/3, but you have to put a 0 in front of it for it to be your y-intercept. And then here we're going to make this y equals 1/2 x, and we're going to put plus 0 to make our y-intercept obvious. Our slope is 1/2, and our y-intercept, our b is 0, but put that 0 in front of it to make it our y-intercept. And that's your homework. You guys have a great night.